Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey, what's up guys, this is Lero here. I just wanted to quickly talk about today my purpose for the whole rebuild series, like what I'm going for, the aim of it, like the goals, what I'm trying to achieve, and kind of explain like why I've been put in this situation. You'll for those of you who either used to follow my channel or still do, or have just recently started watching my videos, you'll know that I did compete in powerlifting and bodybuilding quite a few years ago, but I put that on hold for a while. I'm just going to turn around here to the whiteboard, which I've written a bunch of stuff up on. I find it's good to write stuff down because it keeps you in check with your goals, and it's a daily reminder what you're trying to achieve, as well as like just knowing what numbers you're hitting. Like I also have a chalkboard over here. Hey, what's up, donkey? This is the spine, right? Now, the issue that happened with myself a few years ago was I've got one, two, or three bulge discs, similar to a herniated disc. What it is the between the actual spinal column. So that's a bone. This is a bone. This is a bone. This is your actual spine. In between each of your spinal column, I guess, you've got these small pockets of like synovial fluid. So if you were to look at it from like an overview angle like this, it's going to look something like this, right? So there's a disc of fluid between each of your spinal plates, I guess. I don't know what the actual terminology will be, but my issue was a bulge disc, and it took quite a few months to actually figure this out, because when you do an x-ray, it only shows the actual bones, it doesn't show the discs or the fluid. I think I had to do an MRI or a ultrasound in order for it to actually show the damage that was done. So the back of the spine will be back here, right? Something like that. I don't know what it exactly will look like. And then you've got like nerves and stuff that go all the way up your spine like this, and then it connects like that, right? So you've got nerves that are like that, and normally this wouldn't cause any kind of pain or damage if your disc is perfectly intact, right? But my issue was a bulge, right? So where the normal disc should end here, my disc actually just due to an injury or a strain or something similar to a herniation, my disc is bulged, so the fluid actually sticks out a little bit past where my spinal column, I guess, would be. So what this means is I've got like, the bone here or whatever, and I don't know how it exactly goes, but like the nerve will come up like that, and it can cause a pinch, which can cause pain. Not always, but I guess in my case, that's what kind of happened. If we were to look at it from a different angle here, you've got the disc with some fluid on the inside there. So that would be like a normal one, and a couple of mine in this region. So between like the lower lumbar, not so far down to the tailbone, probably actually about here, I guess. It's protruded out something like that. So where the nerves connecting, because I guess it goes all the way up here, and then it connects there or something, it's kind of protruded out and pinched. So I've got to be very conservative with my lifts, and I've got to make sure I warm up and not overreach and all that. But I do want to get back on the track of lifting with the emphasis of the deadlift, bench, and squat, the big three movements. And I want to ultimately compete in powerlifting again. It's not an unreachable goal. It's just going to take me a bit longer than I imagined. Previous lifts that I could do, quite a few years ago. Now, keep in mind that like I was nowhere near my maximum potential when I hit these numbers. I definitely had a lot of room to move. It's just a matter of after I did my second powerlifting meet, I started to come into, or actually probably just before my second powerlifting meet, I started to come into some difficulties, and these injuries or strains in my like hips and back and stuff started to show up. So I had to kind of back off training before I could hit higher numbers than this, right? So I was very close to a 500 kilo total you know, close to 11 or 1200 pounds. I don't know if these are the exact numbers of what I have hit. I might have hit like 400 pounds or 180 kilos for like 2 or 3 reps in the gym. I don't actually remember. Bench, I feel like I might have done like another 5 or 10 kilos on top of that for, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 reps. Deadlift, I don't remember if I have gone over 190. I do remember I hit 190 in a powerlifting meet, so that's just what I've put down here. And I guess to get to my goal of 1,000 pound total, I just kind of chose 1,000 pounds because it's just a nice rounded number. It seems like a good milestone to go for. So, anyways, that's all there is to it for now. I'll throw in some squatting footage because I'm going to be squatting very soon.